Hello friends, in this video I will talk about overview of VSAT. So let's see why VSAT is important with some historical background. The first earth station antennas used in commercial satellite communication system were very large and expensive. Typically the diameter is 30 meter. So you can imagine an antenna is built on a earth surface with a diameter of 30 meter. So hopefully these antennas are working for C band. You can recall 6 by 4 band concept we have discussed. So for 6 by 4 gigahertz these antennas were working with huge diameter. So with the rapid expansion of satellite telecommunication worldwide, so it was a need to have the more capabilities of satellites. So hence the world has switched from C band to K band and onwards. So this moving up in the frequency gives us liberty to shrink the antenna size, and this is where the VSAT network starts. Also we are going to talk about WLL, so called as wireless local loop, and motivation to use wireless local loop. As we have upgraded in frequency, now the antennas are working for KU band, and specifically the VSAT systems operate in KU band with help of GEO satellite. So here typical antenna size is 1 to 2 meter and transmitting power is of 1 to 2 watt. Typical example we can comment over here, ATM. So ATM is having this VSAT network which is connected to the central hub, and central hub can access information of all account holders. You are using DTH service, direct to home. So typically the antenna size is same, you can measure as it is on your rooftop, and again the transmitting power is also very less. So it is a very good system to deal with. So here earth stations organized in star network. We will talk on the star network in future when we will discuss VSAT architecture. Earth stations connected to central hub via GEO satellite. Data rates are typically up to 256 kilobits per second. Rather it is few thousands bits per second up to 256 kilobits per second. As per requirement we can set the data rate. If we look back in the US in the year 1990, it was a very rapid growth of VSAT networks. Specific application to deploy VSAT network is your business. For example, if an operator has, as a manufacturer has 10 factories across the pan India, and the same manufacturer has its international office at Delhi, so that Delhi, which is working as a central office, can assess the information from all these plants which is situated at different places across the India. So hopefully these networks are secured, and that's why US has adopted these networks very early. And in next decade it is expected to see growth of VSAT networks operating in Ka band, or we can say 30 by 20 gigahertz, because there is an advancement in GEO satellites. The backbone of VSAT network is GEO. These networks may operate directly to the home for internet connections and delivery of multimedia material. So this is upcoming technological paradigm shift. Few VSAT networks are used just for voice traffic, although the data rates are very matched to a digital voice bit rates. For this reason, voice over IP, that is VoIP, has become growth segment in VSAT operations. So let's see how VSAT antennas are used. Generally, antennas are differentiated based on how transmission line is fed. There are two typical ways. First is front feed, and second one is antenna is fed from behind. So we can note down over here, this is a reflecting element, this is a reflector, and antenna is fed from front end. You can see the DTS antenna is also front feed antenna, where transmission line is connected to the LNA, that is low noise amplifier. Second type is Cassegrain antenna. It is fed from its back. And with convex secondary reflector, you can see over here. So it is typically over here. It is typically over here and here. Another type is Gregorian feed. It has a concave secondary reflector. It has a concave secondary reflector. You can observe this part is like this. So we may use the multiple polarization, and both antennas require a subreflector with a minimum diameter of 100 wavelengths. Main reflector has a diameter 100 wavelengths. If the diameter is less than this 100 wavelength, what will happen? It will gives us a blockage and scattering of signal. We know what is the drawback of scattering. VSAT stands for Very Small Aperture Terminal System. So the underlying concept behind most VSAT system is to bring telecommunication service directly to the end user. This is a distinguished feature of VSAT system, the earth station antennas being typically less than 2.54 meter in diameter. So it is very easily deployed, easily implemented. The trend is toward even smaller dishes, not more than 1.5 meter in diameter. So again the size of dish is shrink, but we have to upgrade the frequencies. VSAT system is to bring telecommunication service directly to the end user without any intermediate distribution hierarchy. In past days, there were cable operators who relays the program recorded or received by from some other stations. The cable operator has its own antennas. you can see the Drishyam picture where the Ajay Devgan is working as a cable operator. You can recall. Nowadays, directly the end user is getting the service with high quality videos, high quality picture. So the VSAT is getting more better and better. Behind this WLL, can we say there are potential users and they are widely distributed, so we need to serve them. Or second case is, or the existing telecommunication infrastructure lacks the capacity to expand quickly to meet the user demand. So instead of wasting the time in building the infrastructure for telecommunication, can we have some another subordinate which can be deployed as fast as possible, and we can serve the users with help of this geostationary satellite. In older days, these GEO satellites are aligned to microwave cellular technologies, and nowadays they are bypassed completely the traditional expansion of analog telephony. So one such solution is WLL, which is coupled with VSAT distribution architecture. So this VSAT and WLL is dual with respect to each other. WLL access system that uses a wireless link to connect subscribers to their local exchange in place of copper cable. So here we use air as a channel rather than a copper cable. So time required to deploy a network is very less. So it is one of the advantage, or we can say it is a motivation for WLL. So advantage is shortens construction period. We need not to lay down the copper cable, we need not to go for digging the ground surface and many things. Reduces installation and operating cost. So to build a telecommunication infra, it is favorable to use WLL and VSAT instead of traditional microwave link. VSAT network has a capability to give multimedia traffic directly to the end user, but generally it handles only small traffic. A typical example we can comment with POS, that is point of sale. When we buy something from the market, we used to give a credit or debit cards. So just we will swap that card from that machine. So that VSAT system that is used to transmit credit card information. So it is a very typically fast approach. Information about the sale and the customer's credit is sent to a central computer facility, and an authorization or denial is received in response. The interaction between VSAT and the main hub earth station in the POS transaction is completely automatic and transparent to the user. So here user means customer. Here you can see a hub station is there which has some central program, or which want the basic information about its plants or banks, we can say, and this hub station is connected to the internet. Hub station will uplink the message or multimedia file to the satellite. Typically this satellite is GEO, as we have already seen. GEO satellite is a backbone to this VSAT, and then this GEO satellite will relay the signal to its different terminals. Here particularly it is shown the DTH example, direct to home example. Here is your set-top box and this is your antenna. Here in set-top box we have a proprietary software. With help of that we can assess or we can demand some channels, some traffic plans to the corresponding DTH service provider. This is again a typical diagram of VSAT network. This one is satellite gateway, means a central hub which transfers some information. This is VSAT and WLL terminal. This is VSAT and this is WLL antenna. So each VSAT acts as a link to the local switching center in a village or a rural community, with final mile of telephone link being carried over a wireless local loop. So this is the typical example of VSAT network. What is the motivation to use WLL rather than copper cables? It can have the last mile problem, because these copper cables has some disadvantages. We can take our example. The Dharni region particularly is very lessly connected to these copper cables. We cannot lay the copper cables in the hilly area. We do have restrictions. So same concept, limitation of geographical area, I have already commented with example of Dharni. But we need to give service to those users. Let's say if we want to deploy those copper cables, it requires a time. For the VSAT networks, it is very easy, as you have experienced when you have brought DTH सर्विस फ्रॉम द मार्केट. एक बंदा आया था, उसने एंटीना रूफटॉप पे अप्लाई किया, आपके बिल्ड किया एंटीना. सो हार्डली इट टेक्स 1 hour, मैक्स टू मैक्स 1 hour. So VSAT network is having flexibility. Suppose the antenna installed at particular area, in future it may be affected by some buildings. A high-rise building is constructed where the antenna is not getting the signal, so easily we can shift those antenna. So location of antenna is not an issue over here, because diameter of antenna is very less. So thank you very much. This is regards with VSAT and WLL.